Welcome back to Good Things. You can stream us live over at SuperTalk.fm. We're also streaming from the SuperTalk Mississippi app. We can also find us on your local SuperTalk Mississippi radio station, and you can watch Good Things. We are on your computer, your mobile device. Just head on over to SuperTalk TV. We've got Jeff Tubbs joining us today from Arkansas. He's a good friend of Good Things, and he is one who took a trip to see the total eclipse. So, hey, Jeff.
Hey, Rebecca, how are you?
I am doing well. I'm so excited to hear that your trip was successful. Now, you are completely, like, the eclipse there has eclipsed, right? Like, it's considered to be over.
It's completely over. It's still partial. The partial isn't completely over here until 3:11, I believe, local time. But we're already on the road on our way back, and headed back to the great state of Mississippi.
All right, so where did you go, Jeff? You and a friend got up. When did you travel? Give us your details of your travels.
Yeah, we left this morning about 8 o'clock. It wasn't but about a 2.5 hour drive up here, and traffic wasn't bad as we thought. We left early anticipating heavy traffic, and there was some, but not as bad as we thought. And so we got up here about 11, a little after 11, and found a Walmart parking lot, and we just camped out there till time for the eclipse, and we watched it come in, took some pictures, and enjoyed it with the rest of the folks there in the lot. Folks had tents set up and lawn chairs and had their coolers out, and everybody was enjoying the show.
Where in Arkansas did y'all go, Jeff? Which town?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we went to Walnut Ridge. It's about 20 miles or so beyond Jonesboro. And so it was pretty much right in the center of the path.
Was it like everybody in the Walmart parking lot just sort of sprinkled with all looking up? Was the town just sort of bustling with people from all over that was coming to watch it? Once you got there, did you feel the magnitude of folks coming in to see it?
Oh, yeah. Even coming here, we laughed. We were probably 20 or 30 minutes into Arkansas before we saw an Arkansas license plate. They were from everywhere: Georgia, Mississippi, Tennessee, Florida, Alabama, North Carolina. I mean, it was just one after the other out-of-state tags, heading this direction. And the lady that was next to us in the parking lot was from Georgia, from Atlanta. They'd flown in and then to Memphis, and then rented a car and drove the rest of the way here to Walnut Ridge, just for the experience.
So you sent me a couple of photos, and the one, if they look over at SuperTalk TV, Jeff, they'll see it's almost like it's the one that's completely, the last one that you sent me that looks like it's almost a total one. What is that? So like here, Rhino and I and the rest of the gang, Scary Gary and a few from the SuperTalk Mississippi News got to go out, but it was already it's kind of a cloudy, overcast day here. You were definitely right to get up and make the short drive to sort of see it. It looks like y'all had clear weather. Was your weather great?
It was. I mean, it was perfectly clear. As we came up, there was a really high, thin cloud, wispy kind of high. Then as the eclipse approached, it's like they just vanished. I mean, the sky it was crystal clear above our heads. I mean, couldn't have been any better.
Did you get to feel that sort of sensation of it getting darker? I know I've seen different photos too, and you can almost see how it looks a whole lot darker or dimmer, but the bright ring around, which they can also see on your photos. So for us, it wasn't that visibly darker because of the clouds. It kind of felt like just a cloudy day, but for you guys, a little bit more in the total path. Did it seem like a different time of day in the middle of the day?
Oh yeah. It got completely dark. I mean, around the horizon, 360 degrees, it's like, several minutes after sunset. You can see a little light right at the horizon, but overhead, there were two bright stars. I believe one may have been Venus. It looked like a planet. And then there was another star that were fairly close to the sun. and that were very visible. But it was so, as it got nearer to time, it kept getting cooler and cooler and cooler. And by the time of total eclipse, the temperature had probably dropped 15 degrees. It was really cool. A breeze came up just as it reached totality. We heard a couple of dogs start barking, in the parking lot. And so they knew something was different. It was really an experience. And, I mean, just to see it with your eyes, this is the second one I've seen. We went to Kentucky in 2017.
I was going to ask, so you traveled, so I feel in gypped, Jeff. Like, you get to go and see all these eclipses, and Rhino and I, everyone is right before Good Things in 2017. I remember being here in the parking lot for that. What inspires you to just, go see it? Why is it that this is just, so unique to you that you feel like it's worth the investment for you to just take time and go see?
Well, it's obviously not something you see every day. And I've seen pictures of it and, heard stories. And let me tell you, every one of them is true. There's just nothing that you will ever see that's quite like it. It's and so we saw the one in Kentucky. We decided to do that. And then I was hooked. I said, yeah, I got to see this one too. And I knew more of what to expect this time, so I could actually enjoyed it a little more because I knew what to expect. But it's just an experience. It's just a sight. There are no words. That's why I'm not even attempting words. There's no words to describe what you actually see. It looks as though you can just reach up with your finger and touch it in the sky. I know that it just looks like it's just right there.
That's really cool. Yeah, even for us here, what you could see of it, it's like it's hard to sort of explain. It's just it's not normal, right? Like, or it's sort of not natural that you're looking at something different. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just if you ever do get the chance, I mean, you really need to try to make it happen.
Well, Jeff, it's happening next year in Greenland. I think that's what Rhino said. In 2026, we're going to try to get Good Things to stream live from there. So
get a group together and go up.
I think you need to make all of them that you can until 2024. But no, I think it's really cool. I think you're not alone in those who chose today to kind of stop the norm and go and seek out something unique and spectacular. I appreciate you sharing your story as well as your photos with us, and wishing you guys a safe trip back to Mississippi. How much longer you got?
Well, ma'am?
I said, how much longer you got?
Oh, we're probably an hour from Memphis now. We'll be in the whole state of Mississippi here for too long.
All righty, Jeff. Well, we also appreciate you listening to Good Things and sharing your story. So safe travels, buddy.
Well, thank you.
Oh, he's going through Memphis. Means he's getting a little spotty of that cell service. We all know where those spots are at there. But how